Kayla reporting for Spartan TV Miami. We have some spectacular segments for you today, including the latest news in fashion, technology, and tennis. We may be in Miami, but we have two segments in New York. Our first segment in New York is Millage on the U.S. Open.
Hi, I'm Millage reporting for Spartan TV, and behind me is the Arthur Ashe Stadium, the center court of the U.S. Open in New York. The U.S. Open is the most important tennis tournament in the United States. This tournament is one of four Grand Slams, which include Wimbledon in England, Roland Garros in France, Australian Open in Australia. It is the last Grand Slam of the year, and all major players have to play them every year for the fame and prestige. This year's U.S. Open favorites were Roger Federer from Switzerland, Novak Djokovic from Serbia, currently ranked #1 in the world, and Andy Murray from England and Stanislas Wawrinka seeded 3 in the tournament. One of the top players that missed this year's U.S. Open is Rafael Nadal from Spain, #2 in the world, who has won the U.S. Open last year, injured his right wrist and prevented him to compete. After 2 weeks of strong competition, 2 underdogs were in the final. Kei Nishikori, the first Asian to reach the U.S. Open final, and Marin Cilic from Croatia, who has moved to the final for the first time of his career by beating all-time legend Roger Federer in 3 straight sets. After 2 grueling weeks, Marin Cilic finally pulled through to win his first Grand Slam in a tough 3-set against Kei Nishikori. On the other side, history was made the women's tournaments. Serena Williams has joined an exclusive group of tennis stars when she became the third among, with Chris Evert and Martina Navratilova, to win 18 Grand Slam titles. Maybe next year she will come on top. I'm Millage reporting for Spartan TV Miami in Arthur Ashe Stadium, and back to Kaylee in the studio.
Wow, that's really interesting, Millage. Moving on to our fashion part of the show, here's Ella in New York with the story on Fashion Week.
Hi, I'm Eva reporting for Spartan TV, and I'm live at New York Fashion Week. This takes place every September right here at Lincoln Center. It offers live runway shows featuring the latest trends in the fashion industry. As the fashion capital of the world, New York is where the most influential designers come to showcase their collections at exclusive-only fashion shows. Could you imagine experiencing the thrill and excitement of attending a live runway show? Admire the fashion industry's top runway models as they strut down the extravagant 60-foot catwalk. From influential designers, stylists, hair and makeup artists, fashion photographers, and all the media buzz, each show is a truly memorable fashion event. In my opinion, Miss Kendall Jenner is an amazing model. Miss Jenner has been moving her way up the ranks and has become a world-known runway model. Next on the catwalk is Adriana Lima, challenging Miss Kendall Jenner by being Instagram's favorite Fashion Week model. Wow, this is turning into a real chick fight. This spectacular event has already passed and was a huge success. So many celebrities attended and really outdid last year's show. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for next year's fashion. Back to you, Kaylee.
I didn't know Miss Kendall Jenner was so popular. Next up, we have Holly here to talk to us about a basketball player, Paul George, and a string of bad luck.
This is Javi reporting from Spartan TV Miami. In our first show, we had a great FIBA segment about the USA basketball team, but there was a backstory that was not mentioned. For those who don't know, a FIBA World Cup scrimmage this summer quickly turned from a great game to having to cancel the game. For Paul George, it was a disaster. He was on a fast break trying to block a ball when he landed and snapped his leg in half. Everyone was speechless, and his teammates were covering their faces on the bench. That caused some teammates to leave the tournament because maybe they too were scared they would injure themselves. If the USA players injured themselves, they could have been out for the whole season or worse, their whole careers. Career-breaking injuries happen all the time to basketball players, like Kobe Bryant, who got injured twice last season and leaving his team hurting and unable to make the playoffs. One of the players who left the USA FIBA squad this year was Kevin Durant from the Oklahoma City Thunder. He thought a broken leg might jeopardize the chance of his team winning a championship or even going to the playoffs. Let's get back to Paul. Paul George was simply having a terrible year. With a loss in the NBA playoffs, a severe broken leg injury, and getting burglarized. In the burglary, they got inside his house, and the burglars stole an NBA All-Star ring. I hope he has a full recovery and is back soon. I'm Javi with your sports news. Back to you, Kaylee.
It's nice to get some news on the more popular basketball players. For our last segment of the day, we have Mia on the new techy news.
Hi, I'm Mia reporting from Spartan TV with the latest techie news. First, we have the iPhone 6 with stunning results. It has an A8 chip, which is a bit smaller so you can fit all the mechanics to make a better screen. Apple wants to make sure that if you were going to make a bigger phone with a great screen, they should make it the best one out there. Since we have been talking about the screen, let's talk about the camera. The camera is so much clearer and has a new trick up its sleeve. It has a new time-lapse option so you can take videos and see what you can have done over the time you have taken the video. For people who get impatient downloading an app, the iPhone 6 is faster than the iPhone 5S. Now that we've talked about the iPhone 6, let's get into something less common. If you are a pro at drawing, you must get the Wacom tablet Intuos 4 XL. This tablet is especially made for drawing in Photoshop on some tablets that Wacom also makes. It comes with a pen with 2048 pen pressure sensitivity levels plus tilt recognition with 60 levels. Many tablets come with these features, but some cool mechanics that also come with these devices is its battery-free, cordless, multi-touch. If Michelangelo could have used this tablet, he would. It is roughly $789 compared to other Wacom tablets that are $2,000 range. If you think this is out of your price, do not worry. Wacom comes in different styles that suit your attitude. If you're a music bud and love techie things, you should get the iEthercone. The iEthercone is basically a radio that is touchable and reacts to your surroundings. For example, if you are at the beach, it plays beach songs to jam to. If you do not agree with the selection of music, all you have to do is swipe the outer ring and it changes the genre of music. In my opinion, I think it is highly affordable, starting at $399. This has been your Techie News. I'm Mia, reporting from Spartan TV Miami. Back to you, Kaylee.
A new iPhone. I may be an Android fan myself, but they sure do come up with a lot of stuff at Apple. Well, that's it for today. I'm Kaylee, and you've been watching Spartan TV Miami. Over and out.